From the mud to the rise, yeah, we built it on the grind. Trench talk, real talk, leave the fake ones behind. We don't fold, we don't break, every move we define. It's the code from the trenches where the real ones align.
After all the noise about Big U, Brick Baby, and Loose Kennedy getting scooped by the Alphabet Boys, everybody want to start screaming, set up, like this a Scooby-Doo episode. Fingers pointing at Adam 22, No Jumper, the damn janitor, anybody except the fools who actually press play on their own downfall. But let's keep it real, since nobody else want to say it loud, it wasn't the platform that snitched, it was them loud mouths with a Wi-Fi connection and a death wish. These ain't no wide-eyed shorties from the sandbox, these old head demons that got encyclopedias worth of street smut in their heads, but somehow they forget to shut up when the red light on the camera blink. Y'all know how to do hand signs like y'all Crip Rosetta Stone, know how to talk in code when serving the block. But soon as them YouTube mics pop up, y'all start spilling bodies like it's a podcast confessional. What part of the game is that? Adam ain't your OG. He a white dude with a camera and 3 million subscribers. He's supposed to let y'all crash out. Views going up, ad revenue flowing, and he ain't the one catching Fed cases. Y'all the ones flexing bodies, throwing up sets, dry snitching on each other like it's a mixtape rollout. And now y'all surprised when Rico kicked the door? Man, miss me with that victim talk. Let's talk loose cannon. Man was on camera acting like he in a Tyler Perry parody of Menace II Society. First time he pulled up, bro was talking crazy, accusing Big U of clapping Nipsey, like this a barbershop rumor, not a federal case. Then this fool doubled down, calling grown men sugar plum, like he running a strip club, not a set. I don't care how soft a dude is, ain't no gangster with a teardrop tatted on his face getting called sugar plum on my watch. Then it got real spooky, caught on camera stripping a man like he doing laundry day outside the studio, cheeks to the concrete, pants off one layer at a time like he hosting America's Next Top Victim. Took the chain, the pride, the draws, like bro, was this a robbery or a performance art piece? And meanwhile, Adam sitting back like a proud director, pushing the content, getting rich off y'all foolishness. And Brick Baby, man, that boy act like every episode a therapy session. Every other sentence was on the dead homies, flexing felonies like they baseball cards, talking about how many bodies he got like that's a resume. He's so addicted to attention, he done turned gang politics into live stream soap operas. You were supposed to rebrand, goofy, not re-indict yourself on camera. And don't even get me started on that one episode where these two fossils was arguing over who squabbled who back in 2002, like it's senior citizen gang banging bingo night. Loose Cannon and Brick Baby yelling over put-ons like they applying for a set credit score. Meanwhile, Adam and Lush in the background grinning like kids watching fireworks. Y'all the show and don't even know it. But look, this what happens when you chase clout more than you chase clarity. Y'all ain't bloggers, y'all informants with a mic. Nobody forced y'all to treat No Jumper like the Trap House confession booth. Adam just gave y'all the stage, y'all wrote the script, and the feds brought the curtains down. Let's keep it a buck. The circus was already in town. All Adam had to do was sell tickets. You know the deal. These fools pulled up ready to crash out on national stream like it's an open mic for federal indictments. Brick showing up with heat on his hip like it's Halloween and he trick-or-treating. Bro, who raised you? 6-time felon walking into No Jumper like he trying to speed run his next bid. You out here brandishing like the feds ain't got Wi-Fi? That's not gangster. That's a Netflix documentary waiting to happen. Meanwhile, Loose Cannon in the cut, quiet with it. Hoodie low, probably got the same thing on him, but at least he ain't flashing it like it's a mixtape promo. That's the difference between a crash dummy and a vet. But Brick out here talking about I got more bodies than you got hands. Like that's a flex and not a confession. Lush in the back looking like he just witnessed a murder trial live. Even the white dude know it's time to cut the cameras. Let's keep going. Brick yelling, meet me at the T like it's a cookout and not a funeral invitation. My boy brought 30 dudes and not one from the 60s. Bro, that's like throwing a BD party and everybody in red. How you fumble the set like that? You might as well showed up solo and saved the gas money. Then this dude popping off like I got more skulls than squabbles. Bro, we in a podcast studio, not a war tribunal. Homie flexing body counts like they gold medals, and Adam just sitting there smiling, watching his content hit platinum. He ain't press record, y'all did. You gave him a live episode of America's Next Top Inmate. He ain't need to set y'all up. Y'all ran into that trap with the GPS on. But the wildest part, Brick really thought he was untouchable. Talking about kill squads, throwing up sets in HD, clapping hands like a bitter baby mama. And the feds, they taking notes like honor roll students. Screenshot here, timestamp there, case closed. He out here self-snitching like it's a talent show. Now everybody want to scream Adam 22 the villain. Man, stop. Ain't nobody forced Brick to crash out. He pulled up on his own, gun cocked and mouth louder than a drunk auntie at a cookout. That man volunteered for his downfall with enthusiasm. Adam didn't do nothing but hold the mic. That platform ain't a trap, it's just a stage. What you do on it, that's on you. So nah, Adam ain't line up Brick Baby or Loose Goofy. Them two just crashed out like clowns in a demolition derby, front row tickets and all. Ain't nobody need to sabotage them. They pressed the self-destruct button live on camera with a smile, talking reckless flashing sticks and pledging allegiance to they sets like they on Gang Idol or something. These fools ain't living real life no more. They living for the likes, clout junkies with a ring light habit. Once you start chasing them views instead of respect, you gon' do anything to stay viral. Even if it means straight snitching on your damn self in 4K in front of microphones while the feds got popcorn watching. Now look, they sitting in a cell stressing, and Adam out here making guap like he's selling mixtapes in 2003. That No Jumper channel? That ain't a podcast no more. That's the Brick and Loose Locked Up Chronicles, TM. Every video, breaking news, Brick Baby coughed in court. Loose Cannon sneezed on commissary. Bro, every hour on the hour, like they CNN for crash dummies. And them fools still calling in like it's a radio request line. If I was facing a Rico, I ain't trying to call no flakko. I'm calling a lawyer, a mama, or God himself. But these two, still worried about likes, views, and being topic of the week. You got more felonies than fan mail and you trying to do interviews? So now Shorty, Loose Cannon's girl, out here acting like she on Real Jail Wives of Instagram, going live while her man facing football numbers, talking to Flakko and Remo like she trying to drop a mixtape instead of hold a dude down. Like, sis, your man might never see daylight again, and you up here giving interviews like it's press run season. She a whole baddie too, I ain't even gonna lie. And if I'm Loose Cannon, you won't catch me on no prison phone talking to Flakko. I be fighting to get back to that thing with urgency. But nah, she out here telling the whole internet who swung first in the jail brawl, who bunking with who, and who might have got folded like a lawn chair. Like, baby girl, shut up. You ain't from the trenches, we get it, but damn. At least pretend like you know the rules. You flapping too much. Every word you say is a nail in that man's legal coffin. Meanwhile, these goofballs still behind the wall, acting like content creators with commissary mics. I thought once them feds grabbed them, they'd vanish, go ghost, fade to black. Nah, they turned the pen into a podcast studio, recording messages, taking calls, telling war stories nobody asked for. We ain't subscribed to inmate vlogs, my boy. We do not care about your side of the story, especially when the paperwork's speaking louder than both y'all combined. Let's talk about that. That March 6th statement, y'all really expect us to read that and not raise an eyebrow? My man allegedly told someone he tired of the boys in blue, tired of taking orders, and ready to up the blick on his BM. Bruh, that sound like desperation and cooperation. And I ain't talking about teamwork. I'm talking about that confidential cooperation. That line, I'm tired of doing what they tell me. That don't sound like a boss. That sound like a pawn flipping the script.